I am super, super sorry about this. This is a really late stream. Just got the Christmas tree up, doing some decorating stuff, and running around. As usual, it's still my only day off. I am still actually working tomorrow on Christmas Eve. And then, of course, we're off for Monday. No hat. I'm just literally wearing this tore up shirt because I made a mess of my other ones, and you know how it is. So I did some running around and had some cool stuff happen. Laura got me this for a Christmas thing present. We have not wrapped it. I guess there's not much point in it now. She got two, so I'm going to do, one for backstock and then keep one. And a lot have been reaching out because I have a Nintendo Switch. Actually, I've had several of them. I had one when they kind of first came out, sort of. And I don't remember what happened to that one. Things were a little bit different for me then. I couldn't afford to keep it, or maybe I kind of needed the cash, so I sold it. Anyways, I did get rid of that one. And then I got another one, and that one was a used one from GameStop, and it literally just had an accident happen to it. It was crushed. It was actually chewed up by a dog. My dog. Third one I bought literally to resell because I got it from GameStop. I use PayPal and stuff. I buy a lot of stuff from GameStop, so I got a lot of points. And I got it for basically free, and I want to keep it, really, really want to keep it. I had the Breath of the Wild game, Zelda, and I want to keep it, but what I ended up doing is I sold it because I could actually make money, like $100 and some extra, which went to buy Lego sets. Then I went down there and had all these points and basically got it. Crazy, great deal on a used one. And I got my game, everything in the deal. And one of you all reached out, some of you guys in the community reached out and said, I should check out the Star Wars game. Since it is Switch. And I am kind of limited. I am going to be on the Switch parade. And in fact, the GameStop told me I have enough points to get me another game or another game console because I got the OLED screen now. And I could get, use the rest of my points. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll check it out. And then they're like, oh, sorry, we're sold out. I'm like, okay, well, I'll drop by, and next time you have one, maybe I'll be able to get one of you, Now, I built this one on screen before. This set here, it's Battle Pack 75345, the latest, or it's like a miniature of the AB7, the big assault cannon, or I guess you call it like almost like a field piece, actually anti-vehicle. What's kind of cool about this little build is you can actually modify it and get a twin barrel, and I think it'd be really easy to make like a quad, which would look kind of cool in that size, A little quad, kind of like reminiscent of the Quad 50 from back in World War II. And so that's pretty much where we're at right now. We've got nothing to really hold my attention, or I know I'm watching the time, and I hate to already say this. Literally, we're like 3 or 4 minutes into a stream that everybody probably figured I just swept it off because I usually start at 8 o'clock our time, and it's 2 hours late. And dude, it's a bunch of garbage, and I know, but I did say, hey, I promise to do it every Saturday. And I'm so late that some of you guys and gals out there, this is probably the next day, so it probably doesn't even count. But nothing saying I got to get that done. I'm going to make it a short stream because of that. I don't even expect anybody to drop in, but I want to just say, hey, I did a stream. And it sounds kind of like a political thing or legalism, like, well, I didn't technically not do it. I mean, at 11:59 of my time, of course, I started the stream, so technically it was still Saturday, but this isn't 11:59 or 23:59 hours. That's 2200 hours, 10 o'clock. It's actually 10:08 now. But I'm kind of checking out this game. It looks pretty cool. It says it has all 9 movies. It's funny, I can only count 6. The popularity, air quotes, of the last 3 movies, The Rise of Skywalker, that even affected the resale of the Lego sets. And that's sad, because some of those sets are pretty cool looking. Oh, hey, man. How you doing? Hi. I didn't actually expect anybody to drop in. I appreciate the great support out there. But yeah, I got that game, and I'm still messing with the Breath of the Wild. In fact, I am so late on it. It is a fun game. Okay, cool. Fun little game. Yeah. I know the price point on it is not like a Zelda game, but hey, that's I'm not complaining. Like I said, I got for the points anyways. And for the way I'm always running around, the Switch works really good. Plus I don't have internet here, so those big game systems, GameStop, in all fairness, they actually kind of talked me out of it. Told me that if I don't have internet, I'm really going to miss out on most of what you get with like a PS5 to run it unsupported. So that's cool. All right. That looks pretty cool. Like I said, I would like to play more, but I don't. I like the Zelda game. Let me think. I've always enjoyed the free range or free roam games. Where my first taste of that was actually Xbox 360. I think it was Xbox 360, maybe the original Xbox. The Oakvale. What was that called? Fable. Fable. Fable 1 with Oakvale. I mean, I know the kind of square, kind of cut shapes of the people's faces, but it was my first introduction to the fact you weren't stuck on little maps. So the Zelda game is great. I mean, when I first saw the ads for it, it blew me away. And God, was it been like 7 years ago now? But I bought my parents a Switch and the Zelda game on a Black Friday, and they gave me a really good deal. It was really, really good. So I like that. It was fun. I was out shopping and doing stuff today, and it was really crowded. I had to go pay some. Well, I went to GameStop obviously, and did some other running around and stuff, including like went by the cell phone provider and these guys here, and I just did a partial because they wouldn't give me or couldn't give me my total because it's not due till like sometime next month. So, whatever, it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. But definitely, and everyone you all reaching out to me and telling me that I need to do more shorts, need to do more lives, need to do more of this, more of that. Yeah, I need to try to build relevancy, and it's very hard because Saturday is like my only day, and my schedule got changed at work, and so now I don't get access to the stores like Fred Meyer stuff where I was going and checking out Lego because I would end a route and I would have like 30 minutes. So secure the vehicle up, run in the store, check out what they got. Sometimes they don't have anything, and that's cool. That's cool. But now the new schedule, I got like 4 minutes, and I can't even leave the vehicle, and it's like, oh my goodness, man. And then I'll get off at like midnight and be there at like 1. Now the good news about that is sometimes I can do stuff on the way there if I can just get out of bed, and get it done. But everything's all compressed. I was just telling Lori that, hey, I know what my problem is I just feel so stressed. Like I got so much living I want to do it. I can only do it one day of the week. Fallen Order, pretty fun game. Oh, okay. The Young Jedi set. Oh, that's too bad, man. I haven't even tried looking at it because what set is it? Somebody retired. Oh yeah, the boy, it's terrible being old. I swear. The thought just went. Shoo. The Razor Crest. Of course, I didn't forget. I literally heard rumors about it. I saw it at Target. I saw a child grab it before I could get to it. They only had one. And now I've never seen him here. I've never seen him up here. Oh, hey, how you doing? And so it's like, oh my God. Now, by contrast, the UCS Luke's Land Speeder, I've actually seen that physically in the stores, so that's kind of cool. Speaking about UCS, that's almost dropped that partial Star Destroyer. Oh, I got new axle pieces in to do my the hangers, so I can get that done. Obviously, I'm not doing it tonight, but really appreciate the support out there, and really great hearing from you all. And I guess that's one of the things about lives or even YouTube in general, at least from my point of view, because it's like really low effort stuff. Is like this, like, kind of reminds me of being a little kid again, and going, hey, I bought this, or hey, did you hear about that? It feels a little bit like that. At least that's my attraction to it. Yeah, the play scale Razor Crest, exactly. I literally only saw it one time in the shelves in front of me, and boom. And I've noticed it like I was under the impression that we never get anything cool here. And then I posted something, one of the microfighters. I don't remember. I think it was the one with Hansel. I think it was obviously Millennium Falcon, but I think it was the latest one a few years back. And someone made a comment that they hadn't got theirs yet, and I guess we'd kind of gotten them early that year, which was kind of cool. Amazon exclusive. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I'll have to get off of eBay if I'm gonna get one. Because I thought I'd seen one, but if it was Amazon exclusive, maybe not. God, I wonder if it was the UCS one that the kid got. I don't remember now. But I could have sworn I had seen one. But if it's Amazon exclusive, I couldn't have. It must have been something else. Like I said, another sign of being ancient. You don't even know what you see anymore. But this, I'm really glad to see these sets here. I really like multi-ship sets. Like back in the day when, what was it, Toys R Us did the one with like 5 ships? Well, 5 builds, you know. Some of it was like the droid, Tri-Droid. I don't know if that really counts. Of course it counts as a ship. I mean, it does. It's just... But those are the cool sets. I really like the idea of, you know, getting a deal, and I think everyone does. I mean, no one wants the opposite. No one wants to feel like they didn't get a deal, or that they got ripped off and their savings got kicked on to the next person. I mean, no one wants to feel that way. Oh, man. Oof. Man. But yeah. Yeah, these little 501st battle packs, the secondary ones with the little miniature AV7 I got tonight. That might be the very last ones for the year for my pickups. I don't know. Yeah, in the dark years. Yeah, I know. I know about that. When I first started this channel, I don't know if he's even around anymore. His name was Sinful Hero. I need to check in on him. He'd reach out to me and ask me what my dark age, where I came out of, and I was in college, and it was the pirates and shark stuff, the shark mold, the shark with the swordfish like thing. That was what kind of drew me out, and that, and of course, you know, like the zombie shark or the big shark that can swallow a minifigure, and yeah, that's kind of what started drawing me out, because I kind of went into the Lego dark space during vintage space. I kind of, and it wasn't like I stopped messing with Lego. It just didn't go after the sets anymore. I mean, I'm making it sound like I was buying the sets. Geez, I was 10 years old. I mean, you know, come on, my mom was buying them. But what I mean is I got into Jason the Wheeled Warriors, or rather Mattel Wheeled Warriors, which was a really cool idea, I believe, and I think they were way ahead of their time, and they messed up. They messed up big time. They got away from the idea of action figures as action figures, and they went to vehicles as action figures, therefore get accessories for the vehicles, you know. Kind of like Lego, a little bit, kind of. Yeah, the animal molds. Seriously, I don't think there's an animal mold that Lego's made that or at least I know of, that I don't like. Even the snakes and stuff. I mean, but the sharks are knockout. Of the little simple, I mean, the fish gets it done. I think the ants are great. The octopus is a little bit weird, but it's such a classic look. And I'm really excited about all the leaves and stuff that come out now. I want to get some of those little ferns. I'm just not okay with the resale price currently where it is. That's just like, ugh. But if I need them, I need them, and I just... But I do have another AAT that the person said it's missing all these pieces. It's all junk. I got for next to nothing, like literally just a postage. It was like $7.50, and it's all there. I did a short. I called it Battle Damage AAT. Everything you see there, that's what came for like $7.50. That includes the shipping. The shipping was $5.95. Everything there. Yeah, it's missed a few pieces, and I don't have that gray hinge piece for the. Well, I don't have it in gray. I know they got some other friggin' color, white or something. Probably off-white, that weird color, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get the correct piece in, and I'll put everything together, and it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, the old plants and trees. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I mean, oh, I think it was MNR, one of his videos talking about, nostalgia versus, and hey, that's what it's all about. Because to me, I got like AD, I got to handle stuff. To me, with Lego, whether you're into it for the newest stuff coming out, whether you want to it for the whole imagination, the mock building and stuff, it's all great. Or if you're old like me and you're going, man, I hold this old plane set that's kind of falling apart with brittle blue and stuff, and I can smell the hot dogs on sea concourse at the airport. I can remember my mom being pretty excited that she got me the first copy of GI Combat for the month, Or my dog that I had then. His name was Trevor. Kind of a funny name for a dog, but yeah. Some of the kids I knew and people I grew up with. And it's all part of the past, but it's also part of me, and Lego is part of that, and that's pretty cool. I remember talking to Jeremy at Rabbit Creek Elementary School, and I felt kind of jealous because his parents had bought him the entire Star Wars, or not Star Wars, but space, the base, Galaxy Explorer, everything. And he just assembled them. He just let them collect dust. He didn't try to rebuild anything or make anything cool out of it. Yeah, thanks for the memory. Yeah, the memories are cool. But hey, you know what? People say, "Wow, those are great memories, a great time." Yeah, but you can make new memories right now. I mean, I didn't pick this one up, so I don't have the memory of picking up from the store. But it's like, I literally, even now, I see a set and I go, "Hey, are those new?" And I can feel myself kind of speeding up into a fast walk, going, "Yeah, I want to see those sets." And sometimes I go there and there's nothing new there. See some friends' sets. Back years ago, maybe I would have said something like, "Oh, see some Chima sets." But it's all good, It's all fine. But that's what I like about Lego. I like all of it. I like the whole experience of Lego. I do like Star Wars. I mean, obviously, I'm in this space. I like Star Wars. I do like Lord of the Rings. I mean, I like some of the other themes, but it's like Legos are expensive, and you should focus on. I think you should focus on just one or a couple themes that you can really get into. That we can really experience it and get into that mindset. Because if you're like hopping all over the place, I don't know. I think you're going to kind of miss something. But yeah, I really like the ship builds on this one. They look pretty good, and I admit it fully with everyone else. Oh yeah, yeah. That set is. I like the new sets. I mean, I know sometimes the stickers are a little bit of a bummer, but I do like some of the new building techniques. Some of them are really good, and sometimes they're even the new building techniques. You go, well, that's a funny way to do that, or But so the sets are definitely getting better. I mean, I still want that old AT-AT, the place go on the old gray. I know the head falls off easily, and I know it's kind of rickety, and I'm really debating just getting one that's a vintage one that's just sealed in the box and just leaving it that way, because I don't know if I really want a dust collector, but I just think it would look so cool, that old gray. And I have thought about using some old gray on a newer one to give it a weathered look, because I know that dingy, dirty gray color, that old light gray, to me it really screams Star Wars. It just does. And I know that I'm looking back with my childhood memories of the first time I saw Star Wars, and there's the Millennium Falcon sitting there in Mos Eisley, and it's so greasy and dirty looking. We're 1980, me and my friend Jeff and Brian, who wasn't really a friend, but his mom is who took us there. So we had to be nice to him. Oh, sad. But anyway, 1980, the AT-AT walkers, how dirty and greasy, but patches of rust, so it's just really cool. Yeah, I do want all the sets. I mean, I really, really like Lord of the Rings. Somebody at work asked me, like, what's your dream set that you don't have? I go, there's so many, but what comes to mind immediately, like when she asked me, was like Tower of Orthanc. Definitely. I think that's a cool set. Absolutely. And if I had space and like money wasn't, someone just gave it to me, I mean, sure, I would like the Eiffel Tower. I'd probably like the old one, though, just because it's nostalgia. I mean, but the Tower of Orthanc, I would definitely love to have that one. For Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, That UCS starter's really kicking my rear end, man. It is. I'm missing little pieces here and there. It's very frustrating, but it's coming together, and it's going to be nice. But it's also an old set. It's going to be dropping pieces and stuff, and it's a little bit annoying. But I still want that UCS Death Star 2 with the chunks missing. I think that would be cool. And I know it's not the most valuable set. Oh, also that little, I think was it a Target exclusive? The little Chrome Naboo N1 fighter. They kind of called it a UCS set, but it's like almost play scale, and it runs like $400 or something silly like that. I think that would be kind of a cool set if I could just like get one. I just don't want to spend $400, not even close. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to pay $100 for one because it's just a little N1, but it looks so cool. That chrome is so nice. Yeah, that tower, and it is such a cool display set, and it's got darkness to it. It does. Because when I was watching the review, I don't remember if it was Jang Bricks. I don't remember whose review it was. It's been so long ago, but he goes, it's a little creepy, but there's like blood here. And so I remember, like, stopping what I was doing because I was doing a Lego set. And what did he say? Yeah, staring at the screen, like, oh, okay. And they just use like the red things, but in the skeletons, it definitely carries the darkness of it because it was a pretty unpleasant tower, if you remember the movie. Yeah, I do want to get the UCS set done. It's once the holiday stuff's over and stuff and things settle in, I hope to be getting more time on it. I got some other little project things I'm building. I am still working on MOCs. I got some dark orange pieces together, and oh, that reminds me. Yeah, for Geonosis is along with the Arena 2. There's something I wanted to do with that, and I'd actually totally spaced it, and now I wish I hadn't because I had my computer on the internet earlier, and I'd found dark orange and I'd tagged it, and I couldn't remember for the life of me why I was doing it. Then I had to go do the Christmas tree and some other stuff. It's all right. I'm sure I saved it. Yeah. I do like the UCS sets, and I kind of wish that right now maybe I should have bought the 2019 Stardust Road, but that's okay. I got the great deal on the old one, and I got some of the old sets. And besides that, I mean, let's face it, someone on YouTube says a set's so and so, or it's this way. Do you ever feel like, is that really true? Are you just biased? And sometimes I have bought some Lego sets that other people literally spent videos just running them into the ground, talking about how horrible they are and terrible they are. And sometimes they're right, but everybody's got their opinions. Oh, absolutely. Hey, thanks for the warm wishes, man. Yeah, the new UCS. I know. I Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like my friend at work bought that Millennium Falcon that's missing all those pieces. And I'm going, he says it's not going well. I'm like, yeah. Because as if it was made for TV, if it wasn't real, it'd just be missing pieces like, exterior pieces, and you could build the set. But as you well know, it's going to be missing like this or that, what you need to do the structure. God. I remember what it was I was building. It might have been a walking AT-AT, but one of the uprights was missing inside. And so here it is. It's like a three-legged thing that won't stand up. And if I lay it down, the pieces start to uncouple. One, are you kidding me? And I remember thinking, like, I know I got one, and it was like in the wrong color. It was like a white one because it doesn't show it's inside, right? But I put it in there and got the set done, and eventually I had to take it apart and replace it because it bugged me. But yeah. But that's the best. That's one of the best things about Lego that I like is if you weren't there 25 years ago, well, let's just say, let's be real here. Yeah. If you weren't there almost 20 years ago when the 2007 UCS AT-AT walking AT-AT play scale UCS numbered one comes out, you can still piece it together and experience it. There's no stickers. it had the printed discs, which are still readily available here and there. You just got to pay money for them, and you can get the instructions, and you can piece together the walking mechanism, which somebody at work actually did that one because they modified it. Theirs does more stuff. Okay, you were around for all the Lego Star Wars, yeah. Hey, Merry Christmas, and you take care. Thanks for dropping in. We're going to wind it up pretty soon so we can do our other thing. I really appreciate everybody dropping in. Yeah. Oh, and that was a hard tug. Things were not going well in my personal life, and that 2007 MTT came outside the store, and I was like, oh God, I want it. I really, really want it. And I mean, things were bad for me. I didn't have a car. I was riding around on a bicycle miles and miles, night shift. I didn't really have a place to stay, so I was staying with my grandmother, and it was like, oh my goodness. Oh, this is a mess. This is a mess. And I literally said to myself, David, please, I'm thinking to myself, please tell me you're not thinking about buying a Lego set for $109 when you're not even sure if you're going to get food tomorrow. And I said to myself, you know what? I am. I am thinking that. Merry Christmas. And it's all good. And you know what? The best part is those are memories that we can build on, learn for them, and go out with it. I know. And people, if you're not into Lego, you go, oh my goodness, what's wrong with you? But everyone that's in Lego goes, that's, hey, I get it. And Lego, I think with their pricing, I think they know. They know how diehard their fans are. They really do. And who can blame them? I mean, if you really think about criticism level at Lego, it's always because the fans know that they can do better. Every time they reuse a torso or they put a sticker where they could have done printing, the fans always are going, hey, we know you can do better. And that's why it's awesome. Because they set such high standards. Maybe it's kind of bitten, but you know what? That's fine. It's great. I do enjoy their product, and I like they're always coming out with new sets and new ideas, and it's great. It's been a part of my life. It's something I've grown up with, and I herald it, and it's great. Think how many generations of people have grown up. I mean, how many generations of people that know the name Lego? People you've never met, never known, worked on sets, somewhere around the world, somewhere in the war-torn world that we live in now. There's someone else in another part of the world that's looking forward to that set. Yeah, I know. Yep, years. I am definitely looking for the new UCS stuff come out, and I'm still kind of would love to see a UCS MTT. I would like to see even a play scale, from Lego, CIS MTT. And I've said it before, the MTT 7662 from 2007 is probably one of my favorite sets. It may be my favorite set, period. And part of it could be the fact that my life was so all to pieces at that time that it's kind of like a hobby horse, kind of like kind of a grail for me, actually. And you know what? I've got several of them now. I don't have one that's sealed. And it's not that important to me. I'm saying that because it's super expensive. That's why. Of course, I'd love to have it. I mean, but it's great. It's great to be able to talk about stuff. That's what I was mentioning on my other channel about bucket lists. It's not that a bucket list is about things that will never happen. It's not even about things that you don't really care about. Not at all. It's about things that are priorities. It's nice to just be able to kind of dream about a set you might want to have or an item that you want to have. And to know that you could have it, but you may have to give up other things. And that's what makes it the bucket list. You got to kind of decide what you want to get, what you want to do, how you want to do it, Yeah. Anyways, really, really appreciate everyone dropping in, man. It just... Yeah. Oh, the minifig scale would be... Oh, yeah. I mean, we see them do it with the AT-AT. We know it can be done. It's just, kind of big. I mean, we understand that. And we know that the whole piece count thing is going to be out the window. The price is just going to be super high. We know that. But look at all the custom MTTs that are CIS colors out there. That tells you the interest is there. An off-the-wall UCS set? Before, I actually would have thought that the land speeder was one, but a really off-the-wall UCS set. Maybe one of those pirate tanks for the Clone Wars, the one that Jar Jar was riding in. That'd be a pretty off-the-wall one. I mean, it's such a, from the movies, the main movies, what would be a super off-the-wall one? Massive one. People would still like it, but people would be scratching their head. The battalion carrier, the big droid carrier, or the open droid carrier. I do like the land speeder. You like the pick? Yeah, I do like the land speeder. I think I'm going to probably get it eventually. I have all the Playscale land speeders. I mean, I have the miniature ones, including that weird kind of pink colored one from one of the Mos Eisley sets. Yeah, they did make the pirate tank set before. In fact, I believe it has that kind of brown color, and that's what I was thinking about. But to make it as a UCS set, I think would be really way out there. Speaking about weird ones, we're kind of due for another Sandcrawler, aren't we? Not a tiny one either, but a big one. But they may. I'm sure you've noticed it too. 2009 to 2010, 2011, right in there, 2008, 2010. Some of the sets were like really big. Not necessarily gunships, but like that's when the big Sandcrawler came out. That's when just everything seemed bigger, and even the turbo tank was slightly bigger that year. Everything seems a little bit bigger. The ATTE. Yeah, it would be cool. Oop, we're at 37 minutes. My battery's flashing, and I do need to hit the hay because I gotta get up soon. Really appreciate everybody dropping in, man. I really appreciate y'all coming in, saying hi, man. Interesting point. Yeah, but really appreciate everybody dropping in tonight. Bye. Take care of yourself, man. Y'all have a great night. Ciao. Keep it growing. There it goes.